Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Abby and this is Waka Waka. In today's video, I'll be talking about what it's like being black in the Philippines. This topic is actually triggered by what is going on in the world right now with the killing of George Floyd and the Black Lives Movement. So, if you're a black person and you're thinking of traveling here in the Philippines, or you're even coming here to study and you're wondering what are the Filipinos like towards the people of my color, then you're in the right place. And all of the information that I'll be sharing with you guys today are basically from my own experience and also the interactions that I've had with other black people here in the Philippines, from black Americans to Africans and even people from the Caribbean. I'll also be answering questions such as the Filipino attitude towards the black people, the indigenous black people in the Philippines, and where you can find the largest population of black people. As a normal person coming here to study, I didn't even know that historically Filipinos have dark skinned people that have been here for thousands of years. So, my first knowledge of the indigenous black people of the Philippines was from my Philippines history class that I took in my first year of college. So that was part of the topic, and that actually opened my eyes to that subject matter. These indigenous black people are known as the Ayatas. There are also other names that they can be identified as, but the Ayatas are actually quite popular, and you can find them in the mountainous area in the Luzon part of the Philippines. A physical description of them would be that they're known to have dark brown skin, kinky hair, brown eyes, and an average height of about 4 feet. From the lessons that I took in the class, my first time experience was when I did a day trip to Mount Pinatubo, which is actually one of my favorite trips that I've actually taken here in the Philippines. I would totally recommend Mount Pinatubo. This Mount Pinatubo trip is a day trip to a volcanic eruption which is around the Angeles City area. In between the tour, we had to stop for 10 minutes to rest our legs at the Ayeta village. In this Ayeta village, so you have like the kids would come out to say hello to the tourists, which is also part of the tour. So that was my first time experience with the indigenous black people. So to answer the question, there are black people here in the Philippines. Now, to answer the question of the Filipino attitudes towards the black people, I'm telling you as unbiased as I can be about this subject matter and also in a generalized format. For me, Filipino people actually treat everyone equally regardless of whether you're black or white. The beauty of this whole thing is that they are just happy to see that you are in their country, and the Philippines is a beautiful country with over 7,000 islands, so they know that you're going to have a great time here and they are happy for you to be here. So I've never experienced any form of racism towards me as a black person living here in the Philippines. I've had situations where people don't like me in general as a person, and I know this can also be experienced anywhere in the world, but I've never had any case of racism towards me as a black person here in the Philippines. Because of the history of the Philippines with the United States, so I would always get the question of if I'm a black American, because there are actually lots of Americans here. So some of them are living here, some of them have businesses here, and even some of them are married to Filipinos. So I even have friends that are Filipino Americans and also mixed with other races. I've even come across Filipinos that are African Filipino mixed that are also living here. The largest population of black people that I've ever come across in the Philippines is actually in Angeles City, which is 84 kilometers away from Manila. I actually have videos of me visiting Angeles City, Papanga. I've even done hikes around that particular area. So you have lots of black Americans in this specific location because during the World War II, the American military base was located in Angeles City. So you had like a black American military and white American military that was serving the US government were all living in Angeles City. So whenever I go into Angeles City, I would like everywhere I turn is like you would always see like lots of black Americans there. For the African population, there is a particular place called Las Piñas, which is where you have lots of universities for medicine, for nursing, for pharmacy, even engineering, and even seafarer courses. So these are like the major courses that Africans come here to study in the Philippines. So that is where you have the largest populations of Africans in the Philippines. Other places that I've run into other Africans are the clubs here in Manila, in Makati, or in BGC. For the clubs, you also have to be strategic about it because Africans like hip hop music, so you need to look for the hip hop bars or one other place, the sports bar. So mostly African guys, they love, we love football, we love the FIFA. During the World Cup, I actually had to go to some of these bars to watch the Nigerian games. So if you're really in tune with the African community or even Black American community, then you just go to the bars and you would find them there watching a particular game. Those are the places that I've actually find Africans, and I've came across Africans in the immigration office. Like in my first year, I remember going to the immigration office and I came across like two African students that were studying in Las Piñas, and the first question I asked them was, can you please get me someone to make my hair? And they were able to connect me with an African hairstylist who made my hair for like 2 years or so before she left the Philippines. I remember also asking those girls, like, where can I find African ingredients? I can cook, but I just need to find ingredients to buy things that I was missing. Then they were also able to hook me up with a dealer of Nigerian food specifically, and they also offer some advice on where I can shop for groceries and things that are readily available here in the Philippines. With everything that I've spoken about here, there is something that is prevalent though, which I've come to observe with my 4 years of living here in the Philippines, and that is, as an African, I've been in many situations where I am just the only Black person in that particular location or in that particular space or in that particular, it could be a bar or it could be a restaurant, and it just happens that I happen to be the only Black person there. As a Black person that might be going to Asia or even the Philippines, so you have to be aware of this or try to get used to the situation that you might not come across another Black person for a while, so you have to get used to that idea. So this is a situation that I had to get used to. I hope this video was helpful in regards to answering what it's like being a Black person in the Philippines from my own experience and also other people's experience. Thank you guys for watching, and see you in my next video. Bye.